50 quick Marvel superhero facts. Did you know Spider-Man was almost called Flyman? When Stan Lee first created the character, he played with different insect names before deciding that Spider-Man just had the best ring to it. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, is so powerful that it has shattered entire planets. But did you know there's a version of Thor called Rune King Thor, who is strong enough to rewrite reality itself? The Hulk wasn't always green. In his very first appearance, he was actually gray. The color changed due to printing issues, and Marvel decided to make him green permanently. Black Panther was the first black superhero in mainstream comics, debuting in 1966, years before characters like Luke Cage or Falcon. Wolverine was originally meant to be a teenage mutant Wolverine, literally. Marvel eventually changed the concept to make him the clawed, ferocious hero we know today. Iron Man's suit wasn't always sleek and red. His original armor was a bulky gray prototype before being upgraded to the iconic gold and red design. Doctor Strange was inspired by an old radio show character called Chandu the Magician. His mystical world was meant to bring a supernatural element to Marvel Comics. Did you know that Deadpool was originally created as a parody of DC's Deathstroke? Even his real name, Wade Wilson, is a nod to Deathstroke's Slade Wilson. Captain America's shield wasn't always round. His first shield was actually triangular before Marvel redesigned it to the iconic circular version. Groot's famous "I am Groot" line isn't just random, it's actually an entire language that only a few characters in the Marvel Universe can understand. The X-Men's most famous villain, Magneto, was originally meant to be the brother of Professor X, but Marvel later abandoned that idea. Venom was supposed to be a female character. In the early drafts, a woman lost her husband due to Spider-Man's actions, leading her to bond with the symbiote for revenge. Ant-Man and Wasp were actually founding members of the Avengers in the comics, not Black Widow or Hawkeye. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were once thought to be the children of Magneto, but that was later retconned. Silver Surfer was never part of the original Galactus storyline. The character was created by artist Jack Kirby just because he thought a cosmic god needed a cool-looking herald. Loki has actually wielded Thor's hammer in the comics, proving that worthiness isn't always what we think. Marvel once created a superhero named the Wizard, who had super speed and was inspired by mongoose blood transfusion. The Punisher first appeared as a Spider-Man villain before becoming an anti-hero with his own series. Thanos is inspired by a DC villain. Marvel's Jim Starlin originally based Thanos on Darkseid, but made him even bigger and stronger. Doctor Doom is so intelligent that in one storyline, he was able to steal the power of a god and shape reality. Nick Fury was originally a white character in the comics, but Marvel created an alternate version based on Samuel L. Jackson before casting him in the MCU. Hawkeye has been deaf multiple times in the comics, relying on sign language and lip reading. The Hulk and Wolverine once had a brutal fight where Wolverine was completely torn in half. Marvel once made a comic where the Punisher literally became Ghost Rider and then became a cosmic entity called the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Storm was actually considered to be the love interest of Black Panther, long before they were officially married in the comics. There's a version of Spider-Man called Spider-Ham, who is literally a pig. And yes, he exists in the Marvel multiverse. The symbiote suit that became Venom was originally a fan's idea. Marvel bought it for just $220. Tony Stark's AI, Jarvis, is named after the original butler of the Avengers in the comics, Edwin Jarvis. The Infinity Gauntlet storyline was once a love story. Thanos originally sought ultimate power just to impress the cosmic entity Death. There's a Marvel character literally named Dupe, who looks like a green potato, but is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Marvel once had a crossover where the X-Men fought the Teen Titans. In one storyline, Spider-Man got cosmic powers and became Captain Universe, making him one of the most powerful versions of the character. Marvel once made a zombie universe where all the heroes became undead and started eating entire planets. Thor's father, Odin, is actually stronger than Thor himself and has fought cosmic gods on his own. There's a character named Squirrel Girl who has defeated Thanos, Doctor Doom, and Galactus, all because she's unbeatable in the most ridiculous way. Jean Grey once became the Phoenix and wiped out an entire galaxy just by losing control of her powers. Captain America once wielded Mjolnir in the comics long before Avengers. Endgame made it iconic. Black Widow is over 70 years old in the comics, but thanks to special treatments, she doesn't age normally. The Hulk has a secret form called World Breaker Hulk, which is powerful enough to destroy entire planets. Marvel and DC once had a crossover where Superman and Spider-Man teamed up. Iron Man once had an armor made entirely out of Uru metal, the same material as Thor's hammer. Which one blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.